And we are live. Welcome into the Arena multi-platform gaming news podcast morning show for Thursday, December 1st, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleman Gaming. Burley, good morning to you. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Winter has come back here.
Yep, same
December
here.
1st, snow has appeared back.
Yep.
And when I was doing my morning walk, I found a few whites. I had to deal with them. So how was your day?
Okay, Burley. You might want to tell our viewers that that don't know what that meant. What does that mean? I found some whites. What does the whites mean? What is that referring to? Huh?
The undead. Some undeads north of the wall.
Okay. So the weights.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. All right. Yeah, it's getting cold again. Today was just cloudy and about maybe like 5 or 6 degrees was the high temperature today. So it's gonna get down to almost freezing tonight, but no rain. I mean, or no snow yet. Usually we don't get snow in our area where I live here. I live close to Tokyo, but we don't usually get snow until around February.
Really?
It's usually really cold and dry. So it's the weather's pretty clear. From around this time of year on, but yeah, it's getting cold from today. Yesterday it was kind of warm, but now it's the forecasters say that from now on it's going to get towards the winter season type of weather here. So yeah, so anyway, we got a great show for you on this morning show. We're going to talk Assassin's Creed. Of course, tonight I'm wearing my Assassin's Creed Odyssey hat, but we're talking about Valhalla. We're going to be talking about Sonic Frontiers. Also, the PlayStation Plus games for December have leaked, and they're out. They're not out yet, but of course they've been announced. They've been announced, and it's out in the wild. So we're going to talk about that, and then to end the show, we're going to be talking about Bethesda and Starfield. So we're going to be talking about stuff like that. So good stuff. So, and of course, if you're new to the channel here, to the Arena Productions, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell whenever we drop a new episode here on the Arena Productions. Of course, our morning show, the Arena multi-platform gaming news podcast, along with all of our other entertainment and pop culture content. So you can get notified when we drop a new video. So yes, and thank you so much for viewing and your support. All right, Burley, so it's time to get to Assassin's Creed. Let's just jump right into it. So,
alrighty.
Obviously, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, it's been out for over a year. And
it's been over 2 years. It's almost 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's 2 years, yeah. But there's been tons of content for it. And obviously, we have the new one coming next year, Assassin's Creed Mirage. But we're getting the final bit of DLC for Eivor. So here's the image here. Assassin's Creed Valhalla's final DLC sets up the story of the next game. And obviously, the next game is going to be Assassin's Creed Mirage. And so I will show you, of course, the link to the story. You can go check out at polygon.com. And yeah, I mean, this is Roshan in the image here. And she is the mentor to Basim. So those of you who have played Assassin's Creed Valhalla know who Basim is. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but I mean, Burley, you and I, we played a lot of Valhalla, so we know who Basim is. And Basim is, of course, the main character in Assassin's Creed Mirage. So Roshan is going to be in Mirage, obviously, because she is Basim's mentor. And yeah, so in this DLC, she kind of becomes like, a kind of a protagonist in a sense. And, obviously Basim in Valhalla was kind of like a mentor to Eivor. So, this will be the final bit of DLC for Valhalla before the page is turned. And of course, we go on to Assassin's Creed Mirage. So, Burley, what do you think of this? Is this something you will play? Will you play this DLC? I definitely will.
Well,
it's a free download, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a free download. I'll check it out. Basim is a character I didn't much care for, but Basim, the person under Basim, actually I really like. So I will give this character a chance and try this. I'll re-download the game sometime over my little winter break and retry and see how this DLC is.
So
I'll give
it
it a
was,
chance.
yeah. I was gonna say this DLC was supposed to arrive on the 6th, but it's out now. So I guess it was accidentally, uploaded. So whether
Or
this
accidentally on purpose.
maybe, yeah. So this is from the Polygon article. Whether this was a mistake or things got approved earlier than expected, Ubisoft played it quite drolly on social media, saying, quote, an unforeseen glitch in the animus, end quote. Sent title update 1.6.2 to everyone earlier than announced. The real news, however, is the special guest star in an unannounced set of extra missions called Shared History. So yeah, Roshan. So she's going to be in that. Yes. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to play this. I'll probably download it tomorrow and try it out. So I mean, I've put over 200 hours into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So of course I played the Ireland expansion. I played the France campaign, the Paris campaign, and of course this one's coming out. So yeah, I'm finally getting ready to turn the page as well. I mean, looking forward to. I don't know if I'm going to play Mirage day one, but I definitely want to try it because it's supposed to go back to the traditional style of Assassin's Creed. More of the stealthy approach to things within
Stealthy,
the game.
not as big of an open world mission based.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think of that?
Well, that concept I like, going back to the kind of dialing back, because Valhalla, whether you like it or not, I can't hear anyone defend the story and say it's not bloated. That was just bloated. They did not, like, after playing Valhalla, because I have not played Origins or Odyssey, Valhalla was just way too bloated. So I want to go back to something basic. My only thing with Mirage, I'm not picking it up day one. Basim was not a character I enjoyed. So it was like, do I want to see a game of them? I'd rather just wait, see this game, how it comes out, because it is a budget. I hate using the word budget price, but it's not full price.
No.
It's
it was supposed to be a DLC.
DLC.
Yeah. And then
so it was a $20, $30 DLC. They're charging $64 here before tax. So it's one of those things of, yeah, I'll just I'll wait. I'll wait to hear from you and other people I trust to see, is this something I want to pick up, and then just eventually on a PlayStation sale or whatever sales and pick it up.
Right. All right. Next up, we got some interesting news about Sonic Frontiers. I think you're going to enjoy what we're about to say right after Burley flies the drone. So Burley, get the controller ready and let's fly that drone. So we will be back right after this. So stay tuned.
Drone initiated.
Sonic Frontiers fans are freaking out over getting new playable characters. I don't know about freaking out, but they're probably pretty happy. So Burley, take this one over. What's going on here? What do we got?
So Sega had just announced a roadmap and free DLC, free stuff coming to this game, which was actually a really big surprise because I didn't know I didn't know if we were going to get anything more. But they've given us a roadmap. They haven't given us timelines. But in 2023, we're going to get one update where you're going to get a jukebox, photo mode, and new challenges, which is interesting. Update 2, you can have Sonic's birthday, open zone challenge, new Coco. And update 3, we're going to get new playable characters, and it's hinting at Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, as well as the one character that you see in the game, Sage.
Yeah. So Burley, my question to you is, you've played this game and we did an extra take on it. So please, all of you that are watching this or coming later to watch this, we also have in the extra take playlist a gameplay of Sonic Frontiers that we did a review on. So you can go and check that out on our extra takes. Burley, my question to you is this now becoming a live service game?
I don't think it's becoming a live service game. I think this game has done well for Sega, and they're just trying to keep in the good graces and give more to the game, which I'm all for. Like when you're doing stuff like this and just giving stuff more value to the game, free content.
Yeah,
I think it helps. This will also help with holiday numbers of knowing, oh, we're getting this next year. Oh, I can pick this up next year and get more content.
Right.
It just will help give a more positive view on the game. The game has some problems, but just adding more stuff to it, it's nice to see them not just throw this game out here and abandon it. And it's nice they're not going, okay, now we're going to announce a season pass. You got to go buy this and buy this. They're putting everything behind a paywall. They're just like, no, we're going to slowly next year roll stuff out.
Yeah.
It's like, fair.
Yeah. So, not going into too much detail, but in Sonic Frontiers, what are some of the main problems you see with the game that they need to address?
Main problems is definitely pop-in. So as you're running around or walking around the world, things will just pop in. You're like, what the hell? Oh, there's a grind rail there. Oh, there's this here. And it's like, So like if you gotta you want to go fast, but not too fast because you want to know what's around you.
Right.
So that way you're not making the same mistake.
I see.
You're missing stuff, but like one of the things I hate is that until you complete a world, like find everything on the map, that's the only time when you can fast travel to everything. So I kind of hope in one of these content updates they just make it like, I get it, it's to get you to go to the fishing game, and the fishing game gives you the warp to the two different, the Elder or the Hermit, but make the fast travel for everything. It shouldn't be as I do everything on the map. It should be afterwards.
Right. Yeah, I think that would be a good update for that. So, yeah. All right. So, next up, we're going to talk about the PlayStation Plus games for December. And actually, they're pretty good. So, we're going to be talking about those right after this. So, stay tuned. December's monthly games have been announced. So we have, of course, the article from the PlayStation blog. So Burley, you're going to take it away and you're going to talk about this, and then I will show the trailers for some of these games that are going to be coming in the next couple of days. So take it away, Burley. What do we got, man?
So on December 6th, we've got 3 games coming to us. Well, actually, more than that, I should say. You got the Mass Effect Legendary Collection. So you get Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 coming to PS4 users as well as PS5. As well as you're getting Divine Knockout,
which we're showing right now. Yes.
Day 1 release coming to PS5 and PS4.
That's interesting. A Day 1 release. There you go.
Yep. And then the other game is for PS5, PS4, Biomutant, which was that open world game where you're kind of like where you can get different abilities and stuff like that, and change your like abilities and stats.
Yeah,
it was a game I've always wanted to play, but I just never picked it up. The game kind of had, I remember it had hype around it when it released, and then just died off. So it's nice to be able to, hey, I get this and I can try this.
Yeah.
So I really think this is a good month to end the year on. The last couple months have not been that great. This one, Mass Effect, it's nice. Now I don't have to, because I have the disc version. It's nice. Now I don't have to pull out the 2 fucking discs if I want to reinstall the games.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I have them. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Digitally. Biomutant, this is nice to try. That Divine Knockout, I this is the one I don't know how much I'm gonna play.
Yeah.
It's one of these. I'll download it and try it, but it could be one of these games you play for like a week or two, and then you're like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was considering buying Biomutant when it came out, but yeah, I'm glad it's coming to PS Plus now. I'll try it. I'll definitely download it on the PS5 and play it and see how it runs there. So I'm really excited for that one. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I've already got that on the Xbox, so that's I think that was part of the EA.
The EA Play on
EA
there.
Play.
Yeah.
So I've already got that on Xbox, so I don't need to put it on the PlayStation. So and then the first game there, I'll probably play for like a few days, see how it runs, see how it plays.
Yeah.
But definitely Biomutant for me. So yeah.
Oh yeah, all these I will definitely play.
Yeah.
Divine, I will try it out and see how it is. That's the game I'm the most hesitant on, but it's like, hey, it's a day one release.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Divine. Yeah, it's a good good thing that it's coming out when it releases. So
we've had some good day one releases. Like you had Fall Guys was a day one release on PS Plus.
Yeah.
That I remember, and I really enjoy it. As
and
you know,
obviously
I enjoyed that.
Stray, yes.
Stray, Rocket League.
Yep.
So,
oh yeah, PS4 era for Rocket League there.
There you go. Oh yeah, that was huge.
Yes, very, very huge. Yes. Well, I mean, if you want to go even farther back than that, of course, PlayStation. When the PS4 initially launched, of course, Resogun came out on it. So, yeah, I mean that's one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, it's the Defender 2.0. I love Resogun. So, yeah. All right, so our final story in this morning show, we're going to be talking about Starfield. Yeah, so more news about Starfield has come, and so we're going to get to that right after this. So stay tuned. Okay, Burley, so Bethesda RPG Starfield, survival elements without the stress. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and play it for everybody. So this is the gameplay reveal as we talk about this story, but the article is of course from Kotaku. You can go and check that out. So yeah, I mean basically what they're talking about, and there was an interview with Todd Howard, and he was talking about, in some games, and he was referring a lot to No Man's Sky, where, sometimes you run out of fuel or something, and it's like, oh my God, it's like, now I have to go and do all this mining, to get like, to build up your ship and to be able to get the fuel that you need and all the minerals and all the stuff that you need for base building and everything like that. And he's saying it's not going to be that heavy focused in this game. Yes, you will have to at some points monitor your suit for environmental hazards. Yes, you will have to once in a while monitor how much fuel you have in your ship, but it's not going to be a priority. And I really like that, because like it says, the stress of having to worry about going and and finding all these resources can take away from the fun of the game. Yeah. So I'm really liking that. And he also talks about in this story the planets in the star system. So basically there's going to be a number level system for the type of planet that you go to. So then you'll know, okay, if I'm going to this planet, the hazards or maybe the enemies, might not, might be too powerful for me to combat at this time. So maybe I should go to a different planet, where I'm at that particular level. But anyway, I'm going to talk about a little bit of the article here, and then Burley, I'll get your take on this. But anyway, Starfield's planets and star systems, which Howard described as a balance between, quote, the handcrafted content and open procedural planet experience, end quote, were built using, quote, realistic looking, end quote, tile sets that are then processed to wrap around a whole planet, a development practice not too uncommon for Bethesda games. Bringing space to life, Howard said, was a question of how Bethesda could, quote, have a system to generate these planets and make them look reasonable, as opposed to fractally goop, end quote, referring to rendering and modeling techniques that are far more random and have less intentional artistic design. Possibly this is partially in response to the ongoing concern that the game has too many planets. The planets and the systems themselves, Howard went on to say, will also be leveled with a number and indicating the scale of difficulty one might expect in a certain region of space. Yeah. So, it's interesting that, he talks about, yes, there's going to be the classic type of Bethesda dialogue within the game. There's going to be many, many different possible outcomes, and that's typical of a Bethesda game, but they were talking about when they started development on this game, which was around at the time that Fallout 4 had finished and came out. That's when the Xbox Bethesda deal, went down, and so then Xbox took over, Microsoft took over, and so they have all these resources to help them. That's when they started considering, well, let's make this a little bit different instead of making it, kind of like No Man's Sky in the sense where, a fun killer in a sense where having to go and mine for all these different resources and, wandering around until you could finally mine and be able to get what you need to be able to go on and do the tasks that you really want to do. So, yeah. So Burley, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I kind of like that because, from what I've heard with No Man's Sky from the early days, it got annoying being like, oh, I gotta have all this to get my ship to go, and I just drove my ship. Now I gotta get more of this and that. So It's nice that it's not gonna go too heavy on that. Like, I understand there's gonna be some of that, but they're also saying that they're going to have like a hardcore mode.
Yeah.
Which is nice because that was something I think it started out with Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah,
that was something I actually really liked because it changed up how you played.
Yeah,
with Fallout, because you always had to, like, I would mark on my map, okay, here's where I get fresh and good clean water. Here's where I could get good stuff, so I knew spots to go back to.
Yeah,
and that, like, you had to sleep or your character would affect them in battle. So it's nice for that kind of stuff. If you want that stuff, that extra challenge, you can throw that on.
Yeah. Is that something you think you will do if they add that on?
I will try it out, but like for first kind of like playthrough and first little while of playing Starfield, no, because it's more of, hey, I just want to play the game, experience it. And if it's not as tough, and I think I could have a more challenging run, it's like, let's throw this on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely excited for this game. And now that I know that I'm not going to have to go to every single planet and do like hours and hours worth of mining to be able to enjoy this game, this makes me even more excited for the game. And all the different races of aliens that I'm going to be able to encounter and maybe have dialogue with. Yeah, it should be really fun. So, yeah. And so, like we're seeing here in the video that we're showing here of the gameplay, all these different characters and, the customization that you can do within this game. It's going to be pretty amazing. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
This you know this is going to be a big game, and this is going to be interesting to see when this comes out, like how in depth with some of this stuff can you actually go?
Yeah.
Like, they've shown some of this off in those little was it dev diaries they call them?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
so you're getting that, which is cool. Like I watched a little on it, but I haven't watched that much because I kind of want to go in as blind as I can.
Right. Right.
But
Yeah.
I'm really curious on this game.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try it and play it.
Yeah, some of these character designs here and some of the artistic style is kind of like the Outer Worlds. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you're like, close up to a face and, you're having a conversation with, like right now, like this. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Outer Worlds a bit. But, yeah, good stuff, man. I can't wait. It's going to be good. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, is it coming next year, Burley?
I think it'll come next year.
Yeah.
But whether or not it's going to be in the first kind of half of the year or if it's going to be in the second half.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it might get delayed to second half, but that's fine. Even if it gets delayed till 2024, take your time, get it ready.
Right.
Like, they really surprised me that they didn't release it this year and that they actually said, yeah, you know what? We need to go back. We need to take longer.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I had nothing but respect. And most people, they were okay with it. You had a few be like, just release it. And it's like, no. I want the game to come out good. Right. Like, I know Bethesda is known for putting out buggy games at launch. Mm-hmm. Maybe we don't have that. Maybe Starfield be the one.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fubu just came in the chat. I just finished Christmas decorations. Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I was decorating, man.
Yeah, and Fubu, Japan and Spain. Yeah, most of the people out here in Japan, they're not, they're not very optimistic about their chances against Spain. But anyway, let's there's always hope, I guess.
And Fubu says, "Hope you guys are well."
We're doing good, man. Yeah,
I hope you're doing well, man.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and America. Yeah, I was just gonna say one more thing about soccer. Yeah, America made the round of 16. Yeah, so they defeated Iran. So 1-0. So 1-0. So yeah, so we shall see. And they're a very young team. I was hearing in the news about the United States team. The average age of their players is 24.
Oh, wow.
So, they're one of the youngest teams in the World Cup pool. And, of course, in the 2026 World Cup is going to be in the United States. So, yeah, they're, like, playing for the future, yeah. So, Fubu says, no, you guys will draw with Spain because that allows both Japan and Spain pass, and Germany, one of the favorites, is out. I hope so, man. I mean, I'd love for Japan to get a draw. That would be amazing. But we shall see. Yeah, I think it's 4 p.m., our time tomorrow is the match. So,
good luck.
And at the same time in another stadium, Germany and Costa Rica play. So so that'll determine the top 2 in the group that come out of it. So yeah. But anyway, Fubu, let us know in the comments what you think about the upcoming game, Starfield. We were just talking about that. For example, Sonic Frontiers has the free content coming to it, kind of a roadmap for 2023. We talked about that this morning for all of you out there in the West. We also talked about the Assassin's Creed DLC, the final DLC for Eivor, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is coming out. Yeah, and then the PlayStation Plus games for December. So, and that's for PlayStation Essential, right, Burley?
Yes, the Essential plan.
Yeah. So later on, maybe next week, we'll get the extra and premium games. So, yeah, good stuff. All right. Burley, any last words? Anything you want to say before we finish up this edition of the morning show?
Well, we got Fubu's comment here, his latest one. Honest, I'm not into space stuff. I have Other Worlds was a nice game. Oh, Outer Worlds, and it didn't appeal. The Space Skyrim game doesn't interest me, to be honest. Fair. I understand.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So
Yeah, no, just my standard. Thank you everyone for watching, whether you're watching live or watching the videos. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
If you do like our content, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new here and you like what you see, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when we go live or when we
Yes.
post a new video.
That's right. Yep. Thank you so much. Yep. All righty. So Fubu, thanks for coming on in.
Yeah, thank you, Fubu.
Yeah. So sorry. It's like you come in and then we're cutting off.
We're kind of at the tail end.
Yeah, the morning shows are usually around 30 or 40 minutes. It depends. It depends on the stories
content
and everything.
getting,
The content and everything. But usually it's around 30 minutes. And so yeah, it's like the long show is the regular weekly podcast that we do. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's
Fubu, I'll watch everything on VOD. There you go.
Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate it. Yeah. So yeah, we've got speaking of our content, of course, the next edition of the podcast will be recorded this coming Saturday, and then of course we're going to be doing the first 2 episodes of Willow that's on Disney Plus, so you can check that out. And obviously we'll be doing our Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special reactions, so we'll be doing that for our Marvel show, so stay tuned for those. Yeah. All right, so that's going to do it for us. I've been your host Expat, along with my co-host Burley of Burleman Gaming. For all of you in video on demand later on that come and check us out, we hope to catch you in the next edition, our Friday edition tomorrow. So yes, take care and have a great day, and we hope to catch you tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.